Welcome back to the WTB, the What You Talking About podcast, and I am your host, Mike McCann. I'm here with the three Halls, and I'm here with super duper producer Jalen Hall, Gregory Hall, and also Gary Hall. And today we're going to go ahead and start off with a story that Jay wanted to share with us from his last weekend.
Right. All right.
Another experience with Jay.
Right.
Talk to us, Jay.
So recently, I got blackmailed and extorted out of money by a woman. Go figure, right?
Lord.
Right.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
If you recall, the mature Latina lady I was dealing with,
The one I said,
cougar.
the one I said not to talk to anymore.
Right, yeah.
The one I said to delete
The
contact
line.
information for.
right, the line. We were having a blast prior to our little 2-week vacation. Then she went out to Mexico, right? And she was doing whatever in Mexico. We come back from vacation. I'm thinking we're cool and all that. So I do something that I guess crossed the line, right?
Oh God, yeah. You know what? Go ahead. Yeah, please
Right.
tell me.
I
Okay.
Jay did the pettiest thing.
grabbed her phone and then I took a video of me making like a little kissy face and then like, you know, just being all sweet in it, right? Right.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that I told him that sounded like a jealous boyfriend move, but that's
Right.
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It does. But
Yeah.
go, keep going.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the following day, right? Well, really, I get told by my supervisor, but she came up to me mad as hell, right? And I was like, "Yo, what are you mad about?" And then she was like, "My husband said that he saw the video, and I'm not happy, and I need you to do this, and this, and make it right, and all that." And I'm like, "Yo, that's got nothing to do with me." And first of all, I thought your husband was in Mexico. How does he know anything about this video? You told me to send the picture of you and me hanging out together, all hugged up on each other on a date, and he didn't see that. But you told me to send that to you. But somehow he saw this video in your camera or something like that. Like, what's really going on? I thought you had a husband in Mexico, not here in Tennessee. Right?
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'm getting rope-a-doped or played with or something like that. But anyway, eventually a couple hours passed and she's like, "Hey, and I need you took my eye drops, right? You took my eye drops."
Avazine.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, "What are you talking about? Your eye drops, dude? I picked up your phone and like literally pressed the little camera button and then just took a video and then put it back like literally 2 seconds. There was no
Enough.
eye drops, right?
Enough.
Yeah.
He touched.
Right.
I told
Enough.
him, don't mess with the phone.
Right. That is
You don't. You don't do that.
right. You don't.
You don't mess with the lunchbox. No, you don't mess with anything.
Yeah.
learn that. Learn that. Learn that the hard way.
Yeah, lesson
Right.
learned. Hey,
So-
all lessons cost something.
Right.
And if everything is all good, just keep it there.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like I don't have to do nothing
I
extra
don't
if
have
I'm
to-
already in the door.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
if I'm in the door, why I got to go ahead and
Do some
create
extra-
something
Yeah, you know.
when it's already there?
Because
be sweet.
Jalen loves drama.
Yeah.
He loves drama.
I'm there.
He loves train wrecks.
I'm just
He
sit
loves
back.
being, Jay loves being the conductor
That's
of the,
it,
the other train, driving the wrong way on the railroad, crashing directly into the other one.
Right.
He abandoned ships last second.
Last
That's
second.
exactly what he
Like,
did.
what
Jay
happened?
took the video,
Right.
hopped out the train, and watched it crash into the other one.
And that like he ain't have nothing,
Nothing to do with it. What are you
it.
talking about? I'm gone.
And you got to realize
Oh, man.
also she knew the picture with you and her.
Right.
She don't know nothing about this video.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
But I mean, this
so
is outside the
regardless,
context.
that's why I told
Yeah,
him.
so
So
like-
regardless, if she got something going on, if she knew, she know.
Right.
So if she wanted to get rid of it or do something or whatever it may be, she can do that. She ain't got a clue this is here.
Right.
So when she go home, he might be at the house. You know, like I said,
I'm just
people be
talking
making.
about- yeah.
I wouldn't be pushing. You know, if you ain't saying that and we good, we gonna be right there.
Right.
I ain't really trying to do more than what I'm doing anyway.
Right.
So don't push it. That's it. I'm saying. So if she lying, is on her.
Right.
It ain't
And you
her.
know if she got divorced, you was gonna have to marry her.
Yeah,
Well, I'm just
Damn.
saying, you pushing. That's what it like pushing for. Like he gonna marry. I got you, baby.
I just can't get over the
No.
fact
You
that
gotta.
Jay had to
No.
leave this stamp, this tattoo, this forever mark in her phone just to say that Jay was here.
I was here.
Jay, the
Yeah.
guy who wrote Jay was here in the bathroom just to make sure somebody
Yeah, yeah.
saw that he was here.
That's what I
He
did.
left his evidence.
I didn't get that. I was like, okay, but he was telling. I'm thinking, why would you do that?
Because Jay loves
you
the
wanna
drama.
leave a
He knew
mark-
this would create another situation he had to deal with later.
If you wanted
Right.
to leave a mark, go to the bathroom and don't flush.
Right.
She'll definitely remember that.
Right. Oh man.
She probably called you.
Yeah,
That's
true.
right.
That's one of you.
There you go. That's a mark left.
But anywho, so
I don't know how you gonna
So
deal
let me
with
ask you this then. How is y'all relationship now? Are y'all
she's smiling at me again and all that, and just like waving, and shit, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you?"
Let it go. Be
Right?
cool.
My bad. Yeah, be cool.
Let it go. If
like-
she let it go, move
Nah,
down, you got to do
I
the
gotta
same.
come out of.
No, you feel some kind of
I
way.
feel some type of way because I had to come out of pocket for $220 over these eye drops. Whenever I know it really wasn't about these eye drops.
$220.
Yes,
There ain't no
For
way.
what?
right.
Did it cure blindness?
That's what I had.
What are they like?
What kind of
made
Visine
with
was that?
diamonds? Yeah, like what is these eye drops?
Visine
I
2020?
told her that was.
It was not eye drops. It was her phone bill because, well, I mean, I don't know this to be true, but it was her phone bill because I know for a fact if he saw the video, he's like, I'm not paying for this because he's probably paying for it. He's
Right.
probably putting her and her daughter,
on
their
the phone bill,
Yeah.
and you interrupted the pay system, and you become liable
Well, yeah.
for the
You
situation
put-
because
You
Right.
put yourself there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You,
I did.
you did it inappropriately. Put yourself in that.
Yeah.
You become liable for at least 1 month phone bill.
In court.
Yeah.
Right.
You might have to pay that bill.
At least 1 month.
Yeah, you might
Now,
have to
she
be
crazy if she coming for 2. You know what I'm saying?
He would just
You
need
got me for 1.
And if
Right.
But you ain't gonna get me for 2.
and if you paid it, like I said, move on, let it go.
Right.
You learn, you live.
Don't be messing with her phone.
And like I say, if
Unless
she
you wanna
cool
pay a
with you,
phone
be
bill.
cool with her.
Right.
I mean, but it's kind of like that would have never happened if you
I
never
just
did, that.
Right. Yeah.
So it
Never would have.
Yeah,
It definitely wouldn't have happened if he would have just
No,
listened
with no reason.
to the advice he was given prior
Yeah.
to Mexico.
Right.
Yeah, because you don't know what people really
Got
do.
going on.
Yeah,
Well,
you
I mean,
don't.
yeah, but like, why you telling me you got a husband in Mexico and then
It don't even matter.
Right.
Trying to
Were
end
you
up on
trying to get
2020.
married?
He's trying to end up on 2020.
Were you
Yeah.
trying to
At
get
least a show.
married?
Nah.
Were you
One of
trying?
them shows,
one on
did you
Nightline.
see a future?
And then why are you inviting me to Mexico?
Okay, but
I told you
It
was
don't
a,
matter.
It
It
was a, I
just
told
sounds
you.
like
Was
a
it a
setup.
future?
Yeah.
did y'all have a
Yes.
future?
It was a setup. Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Okay, well you just kind of chilling. And we riding down the road. We got 4 tires, and all of them got 2 lugs on.
Yeah.
And when they fall off, it's over.
Right.
Right. So could be cool. Don't make nothing out of that. That it
Right.
is what it is. You
What
know?
he's saying is
Yeah.
ride in the wibbly car until the wheels fall off.
Now if they all come off, you got one wheel. She riding on. I done seen them riding on them little things.
Yeah, that's when you
As
jump
long
out
the
the
wheel
train.
was turned. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you jump out there.
Yeah, it's like you
That-
still
yeah.
riding though.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't over.
Right.
Could be a little spark left. Nah.
You know what? I'm gonna tell this.
No.
Check this out. I'm gonna tell this story, right? This because I love you.
Oh yeah, this is all out of love.
This because I love you.
It's
right?
honestly probably gonna make you laugh though.
Yeah. So it was like I remember when this is even before you got ready to play. You just had signed up for the Mustang football team, right?
Yeah.
And I remember before you even went to the first practice and stuff, me and your dad right here, me and my brother, love you, dog. We used to have these conversations about Jay, how you was gonna end up this left tackle
Yeah.
for Vanderbilt. You know, at the time James Franklin was there.
Yeah.
You know, we was like, oh man. You can end up because you had that left tackle build.
You had the
know,
number.
Yeah,
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, you had that build up, had all
speed.
that. Yeah, had all that agility to be a left tackle, right? So I remember y'all having practice and all that and stuff going to there, and how my love for you allowed me to overlook all the signs that left tackle was probably not in the forecast, right?
Yeah.
But God.
I overlooked it. My love
Yeah, he played
made me say,
God.
"Oh yeah, he got that opportunity. Oh, he gonna do it. Yeah, he can do it." I remember we was having them conversations. We was, you was gonna end up this left tackle for Vanderbilt, because you had the brains and the bod, right? You know what I'm saying?
He picked a lower SEC school.
Yeah.
Just in
And I
case.
ain't put too much pressure on it.
Yeah.
It was Vandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta get
Vandy.
in.
So,
But we figured he had the brain to get
so
in.
I remember. So like I said, the practice goes through, and I ignore all them signs. And I remember the first game, and then y'all was out there, and I remember the coach looked at you, and I think he was finna put you in, and you went, "Nanu, right? At that moment, me and your daddy quit talking about you playing left tackle for the Vanderbilt Commodore. And then I was like, "Oh Lord, ain't no pancakes in the future unless Jay get a job at IHOP." I didn't see it. At that point.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember. He said "Nanu," and I seen it.
I was there
And
too.
I knew that
I was
moment in time, the conversation at that point in time, we never mentioned Vanderbilt again.
I was
It
thinking.
never came back.
Andy Tomlin. They deaf.
Well, I was like, yeah, but that's all I'm saying. But I love what make you see anything you want to see.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, man, because I was like,
Right.
football just might not be it.
yeah.
It just might
I
not
was
be it.
Yeah, that was. I remember that it was like I was watching something on TV that reminded me of that.
Yeah.
And I was like, man,
I did
man knew. He throwed his hands up like that. The coach was doing this, and then Jay said, bang, "Nanu." And the coach didn't know what to do. At that point in time, the coach was like,
Oh man.
Oh, man, yes.
I remember that.
Anybody.
That was a funny moment.
And this is like 13, 14 years
Yeah,
ago. So
yeah.
people were a lot more serious then. So like the coaches were way more
man.
serious about
Yeah.
the game at this point in time.
Right.
So
Yeah.
oh man,
Oh man.
that's too funny.
That's funny.
yeah. But I remember that
And
was
then
crazy.
I remember the practice story Dad said about how I asked to sit down and if I beat everybody in the race.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I apparently beat everybody. I don't remember that moment, but
I remember it.
It was like, come on now.
I just remember they said, if
like,
everybody
I
runs
didn't even
hard,
know he
practice
was that
win.
fast.
I just remember they said if everybody runs hard this last sprint or so, practice is over. They're gonna get to go home.
right.
And then-
And Jay asked,
oh no, Jay.
if I win this sprint, can this be my last? That's what he asked the
Okay.
coach. He actually asked the coach.
Okay,
And coach said, yeah. So he went out there and dusted people. And it's like, okay.
I do remember it.
Yeah,
'cause it was
he
just-
asked. That's why he stopped. He was done. But
I
he
know
said, but you set a standard at this point that you didn't even know you can do that. I didn't even know it either.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know you can move. I mean,
I did. It was just funny because
Oh.
Jay in his awkward way of running back then, he was just looking back at everybody on the
he
run.
smoked
He
them.
smoked them. You did smoke these kids. It was just
Yeah.
funny because it was just like he.
They say anything to
Hey,
get
keep looking at me.
anything to get
He look
home,
like-
right? Yeah.
He looked like Ben. He looked like Ben Johnson. You remember Ben Johnson?
Hey, anything to get to the house.
Probably
What you
so
mean?
I could just play
I can get
like
some water
Pokemon
or
or
some
something
real
like that,
drinks.
or some
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like
I ain't gonna break
that.
it.
Right.
I mean, y'all remember when Ben Johnson left everybody? And I think he even looked back and kind of slowed down. After he done ran like a 4-1 in the 100 or something like that. But I mean, that's why I say he had went off and he smoked these dudes. And I'm like, Out of all this time, that's the running back. He about 10, 12 yards
but
back.
you got to look at the purpose. Like I said, you got to look at the
It wasn't
end.
for the love of the game.
Yeah. It was like anything, like I said, anything to get home. Yeah. You mean I can go home next?
Yeah.
There's
nothing about
last
we got to be done.
Now I'm gonna get activated.
It's on.
Yeah.
You mean I ain't got to do what we've been doing anymore today? Oh, dude, I'm in. Let's go.
Because I really wasn't doing it prior to doing it anyway. Yeah.
Apparently, not at all.
I
Wasn't not at all.
I didn't exude that type of energy or nothing that far yet.
Yeah.
I was just moving my leg.
It was just like, right? I just look at Jay out there in the field. I remember just looking back sometimes, and it was just his mind would just be like, I would want to be doing anything else in the world right now except for being out here in this helmet and shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Right.
Like, just staring, just like,
And then it was hot up in there. Yeah, you got to say like, this is hot. Hey, he would be sweating. That just be red. All that sweating, his hair just be. You gonna be that left tackle. Hey, I am all the way up into it.
Right.
I was all in until then.
and I was like, Jay's interests are going to be in something else. That's it. It's going to be a different interest.
I hope this kid's smart.
Yeah. Like, thank God Jay had brains. He had a brain on his head. So, like, man.
Cause he sure ain't gonna be blocking nobody.
Right.
Which is why we are here today. Which is going to lead us to Jay. Well, you saw Barbie this weekend. So,
Yeah.
I mean, and actually, and I just know that I try not to fall anymore into these traps of like where all these reviewers, everything that they deem as woke or leftist or something like that, it's all trash. And it's a very toxic culture now when it comes to movies. You really do, like I was talking to G Offset about it. It's just, you need to just go watch the movie and come up with your own opinion about it. Now, some movies really do suck. They do.
Some movies are really, truly garbage.
Yeah, well, Insidious 4
The
or 5, I mean, it was bad. But
Red Door is garbage. But yeah. So I saw all of that like propaganda, and I was a little bit prepared for it to kind of lean in that direction a little bit. But honestly, throughout the whole movie, it wasn't really that at all. It was more so, I mean, there was kind of like some like, you know, stereotypical stuff in it and all that. But of course, that's the Barbie movie. You know, it's Barbie. There's going to be some stereotypes. She even calls herself stereotypical
The
Barbie.
Ken Beater.
Right, yeah.
The Ken Beater.
No.
Okay, I was just
But I'll just give
Come here, Bobby.
right. I'll give a quick little breakdown. So Barbie starts going through some weird stuff because the girl that's playing with her is like experiencing thoughts of death and depression and sadness.
Oh, God.
Right.
no, it's a deeper movie. It's not-
It's really
but
actually,
it's
yeah.
also a comedy to an extent, too. Like, they say it's funny.
Right. So Barbie has to leave Barbie land where everything is perfect and women run everything. Right. And all the Kens just are there, you know. Right.
In Barbie Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Barbie has to leave Barbie land in order to like stop being weird, you know. And she leaves Barbie land, comes to the real world, finds out that like, you know,
Men run shit.
yeah.
Okay.
And then on top of that, Barbie is not like this ideal icon that she thought she was, that like leading the way for like, you know, feminism and all that.
At the
Like
time.
Barbie can do every job and rock high heels at the same time, you know. She can be a nurse, lawyer, doctor.
And cook grits.
Right. Yeah. And cook grits.
The Barbie set pretty much said she could do all of these things.
Right. Yeah.
And get on the pole.
Yes,
Right.
that was
There
a
you go.
special set.
So, so she finds out that like she's not really resonating with people in the real world like she thought she was, and she runs across this little teenage girl, and she's thinking, "Oh, this has to be who is feeling this way about me," but it's not really her. It's actually her mother. But the teenage girl was like, "Who the hell is Barbie? I ain't never heard of Barbie." You know? Right? Yeah. Barbie is the reason why it enforces consumerism in America, and women are.
That's what she went off on.
Yeah.
Oh.
She went off on Barbie, made her like belittle Barbie and all that, made her feel bad about herself, right? Like teenage girls do.
Yeah.
And so she came across her mom.
But yeah.
Yeah. And then once she met the mom, she resonated. She clicked. She was like, "Oh, the visions I've been having are of you playing with your daughter and feeling this way, You know, so she goes off and tries to do some stuff with her. Meanwhile, there's a side plot with Ken. Ken's finding about the real world. And
No,
the
don't blow too
patriarchy.
much of this movie because I do want to see this.
Right.
Actually.
Side plot with Ken. He's finding out about the patriarchy and all that jazz. So he goes back to Barbie land. He finds out men run shit, and then he starts changing.
Oh, okay. So he go back and change stuff.
I'm the man.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I know how the world really works. It's time for me to change things.
I ain't got to ride in this pink car no more.
Yeah, and then
I'm
it
not
doesn't
your
have to
side piece
be,
no more.
It doesn't have to be Barbie land. It can be Kingdom, is what he called the Kingdom, like Kingdom. But
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So
You know what? I'm interested.
you should watch it.
No, I think you'd probably like it. I mean, I'm
It's
interested
genuinely
in
a good
watching
movie.
I'm gonna wait for it to come on Tubi.
it.
but
That would
I'm
probably
gonna
be about
watch it.
10 years
right.
for Tubi.
But just another little aspect I wanted to touch on before I get off of it. There was a really important moment in the movie that I thought that they weren't going to cross the line. I thought they were just going to keep it like empowering young girls, making young women feel good about themselves, and like expressing the realities that women face.
Yeah.
Ken admitted
To cheating on Barbie.
that he was just doing all of this because he loved Barbie and he wanted Barbie to love him.
What?
Right.
He did it for love.
I thought that was the most important part of the movie. I thought they weren't even, and I wish they would touch on this a little bit more for men and young boys and stuff like that. A lot of stuff that young dudes do is kind of for the attention of a woman.
Everything we do.
Yeah.
Right.
At a certain point,
You trying to figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, if you ain't got
I
a
think
clue,
when you get like 5,
and you scared,
your
huh?
actions start moving towards
We're competing.
for women.
Right. Yeah. And so
So they start lying to you early. I remember people lied to me.
Barbie, she made a valid point of you got to find yourself without me in order to truly be happy. There's no amount of my attention that I can give you that will ever make you really feel good about yourself.
Who,
You
Ken?
just- yeah.
Barbie said that to Ken?
Yeah.
Oh, she
And then-
dumped him like that?
Yeah. But, I
But
mean,
that's another
valid.
real. I
That's
know what you're saying.
valid. Is a valid
No,
and
that's
honest
bull.
thing. No, that's valid.
No,
Not if he was in love.
Right.
She's saying that you need to go find your peace within yourself. Like,
Right.
I'm not going to bring it.
That's the same thing as saying, it's not you, it's me.
No, that's not.
That's the misconception that people get. Right. I mean, yeah.
Barbie was just saying
yeah.
she wasn't ready to chill out right now. She
Yeah.
had things to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Ken, you need to take that on somewhere.
Right.
Holler at somebody else. Now
Right.
you can get back with me later, but right now I ain't ready.
Right.
There you go.
But yeah, so then he rocks this little shirt that says "I am #Knuff," and I thought that was funny. Right?
That's funny.
Sorry.
Okay. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I thought that they weren't going to touch on it. Then there's some other more emotional and sweet moments in the movie.
Okay.
But I'm glad they at least did that.
Any crying moments?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I can
Sound
check
like
that.
one right there when Ken got rejected.
Yeah, like he got a heart broke.
Nah.
Like
That wasn't
hey.
like, it was more so they make it more jokey, comedic, like with that. But I wish that there was a movie.
Couldn't do nothing but laugh.
Oh, let's see. Jake just said he want to look at. Listen.
Nah, yeah, right.
Go ahead. Say it. Say
I
it,
wish
Jay.
there was a movie for that about the plight of a young man and the things that he endures for the sake of
Yeah,
love.
you know what?
Yeah.
You're right. Ain't nobody gonna go watch it, but you are right because there's got to
probably
be
have
about a little.
made
You know, no, it's everything is
some
about
movie like
the plight
that.
of
Probably.
a young woman.
Yeah,
Who cares
I'm
about the
pretty sure
plight
I
of a
done
young
seen
man?
that.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like our plights don't even matter.
Right.
You know, what we got to go
because we
through
won the world
to get
and
to
stuff
where
like
we
that, and
trying to get to
Right.
don't matter because we men's.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I get you.
Well, I mean, a lot of time the man is just supposed to suck it up.
Suck it up and keep it moving.
That's it. Be the leader, dominate, and
And
figure
I'm
it out.
glad that's the thing. That's the thing. Barbie didn't say that. Barbie didn't say suck it up and get the fuck on. She said
Language.
Yeah, my bad. Find peace in yourself. So that's the one thing I
That's
like.
what she meant.
Because if she didn't say that, I was gonna say this movie is garbage.
Hey, that's what she meant.
Sad.
Hey, that's what she meant.
Yeah.
That's what it sound like she said.
Right.
I don't care how it came out of her mouth, but what you said is what we heard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
like
what we
King
heard.
Von.
It could have been the easiest nicest words. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. We heard what you said.
Yeah.
That's what we heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drive on.
So that was that on the Barbie movie. Y'all should go watch it. It's a great movie.
10 out of what?
10 out of 10.
Let's roll.
Okay, all right. Well, that and Oppenheimer. Got to go catch both of those.
You had to catch Oppenheimer as well, but I say Barbie is superior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deep.
Right.
Superior?
Yeah.
Well, let me see. So
Women live run strong with you.
I know. Now, just because we were talking about this just before the podcast, I did want to go ahead and touch base on the Jason Ald1ean controversy, where apparently he released a song, not in a small town.
Not in this small town.
Try this in a small town. Try this.
Yeah, try this in a
small town.
Right.
Okay, got you. Well, either way, it was basically a song about trying anything that had to do with like protesting, violent acts, being ratchet. Try that in a small town, and more than likely you're gonna get dealt with.
Right.
And he caught a lot of heat. A lot of people kept saying that it was a racist type of video and a racist song. And after we watched it, me personally, I didn't feel that after watching it or really listening to it either. I thought it was pretty. He just. You good, dog?
No.
But
he's like bullshit. I don't know.
Ain't that right? That's on bull right there.
You disagree with my take, KJ?
Hey, I ain't heard him say nothing to them.
Yeah.
I will say this. Now, the thing is, when you look back at history and some of the stuff, like had that building or whatever, and certain things in certain areas, he took this video. The history and the past in it had a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, and honestly, if you just listen to the song, like, hey, we heard the song wanking.
I mean, the beats on it.
I mean, the song. I mean, I'm not the lyrics. I can't got that, but the beat and all that, you can't really deny it's a nice song. But at the end of the day, it's the background. It's the stuff he put in the video. And it's kind of like the point he was trying to make. It kind of takes you back. And then when you see the cocktail bottle, when he's setting it on fire, anybody back in them times knew a lot of that happened to black people. You know, throwing it through their window, people rushing in their house, snatching them out, taking their kids. So, I mean, everybody want to have a point in the world and have their own understanding. But he don't realize, to me, what he's stepping on by making this video, by doing the things he's doing to the people it really affected. So, I mean, we all got our own points of view, but you got to really think through, what is the message you really pushing out here right now? Don't come to my town and we gonna what? Because we all know back in the day how life was. Mm-hmm. And, so you trying to take it back? Or what you trying to do? What message is you really sending? Because like I said, people can be really offended and pissed off. But me being me, I'm just going to pray for the man. And I'm going to leave it right there. Because like I say, I can't let that move me like that. It is what it is. If you want to entertain it, you want to enjoy it, you make out of what you want. I'm not going to look at it. I'm not going to pay no attention in it. And I'm not going to waste no energy on that.
Greg?
I do think, like he was saying, that it was more of, I don't know if that was the intent in the beginning, but with the cinematography of the video, with when you add that with the energy, that was, like he said, with the music, when you add that with the mindset, how people think, because again, it doesn't really state anything. It's more about driving your imagination to
it's
what
a violent song.
It is. That's what I'm saying.
It's an insightful and violent type of song.
But it doesn't so-called put that, what you would call, it's more of what you think you're seeing. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I watched it. I looked at them riot scenes. Them look like some Black Lives Matters.
They were
riot scene. But what I'm trying to say is they could have been a lot of different other kind of riot scenes.
Mm-hmm. But they're taking it off of what's happened recently.
Mm. But if you don't see, like I said, it just it gives a impression that he's really saying it about blacks. But if, like I said, we looked at the video in slow-mo, in a slow action to try to figure out the actions of these people that he was showing were
by white people,
all white. So
like 90% of the people in the video were white.
I'm gonna say more like 95.
It might have been. Like we only saw
maybe 98.
Probably 99.5 because it was.
Yeah.
But
it was like one brother.
There was one black guy getting tased, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
And there was some guys robbing a store. We couldn't tell.
We couldn't tell.
Right.
Couldn't tell what it was. But my point being is that the reaction of it divides. It's a divisional song.
No,
anyway.
it is. It's a divisive
The lyrics
song.
is kind of divisional if you listen to them, you know. And then, like I said, if you put them lyrics with that type of music, and then who he's pushing it to, it could be flipped to anything.
I mean, it just depends on how people view it. Like,
Right.
You got to think of who it's coming from. It's coming from Jason Ald1ean, who is his fans. It's a lot of white people, but
5'2".
also a lot of the people who you have to associate and talk to these people. Kind of, a lot of it's based around Nashville. You know, like
Right.
Yeah.
a lot of stuff like that. People who are from this area.
Yeah.
Right.
I deal with these people on a normal basis. Most of them just look like they look at situations very matter of fact. It's not like, well, the blacks were protesting for Black Lives Matter. They just look at the Black Lives Matter protest as just simply the BLM protest. Who was there? In the video, it was white people. Most of them, they don't really associate it to just color because they understand like they're attacking one side politically. They're usually attacking the left, which they also know is ran by whites.
Right.
But it pushes this agenda that they hate that it goes, is pushing a positive agenda towards, blacks or minorities and gays and trans. And they think everything's just woke and everything's being catered towards these people. That just depends on if that's how they really interpret that. Like I said, if you just watch it, it's really like, we're not going to take violence. We're not going to take this is how some people are going to interpret it. We're not going to take violent attacks on us frivolously. You're not going to come here and rob me in my home.
Yeah, you're
try
not gonna,
that in this town and you're going to get killed.
Yeah, you're going to get dealt with. Yeah.
So
ain't going to be no looting. Ain't going to be no window breaking.
None
but
of
if
that.
you look at the situation when most of that stuff was happening, it was done by, the group of the situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But his video, that's how I know that's how you know it was intentional. In a sense.
I feel like you got to get the context of
how
all
you
of
gonna
it.
keep blacks out of those videos, those actions.
Because, you want to know
Because you
why?
specifically,
Because about 70% of the protesters for BLM were white.
they were. But I'm just saying, you can always catch a black.
But there was
can.
there was definitely black people doing
That's
something.
what I'm
they
saying.
were.
You can easily catch a black.
But it's also
They always showed them at Walmart
Yeah.
or Target,
Yeah, just finessing
Best
stuff out the store. Yeah.
ripping TVs off.
it's like this, but he has one black guy in the video. He could have easily put in more. Why? I don't know.
Right.
Maybe.
It's just
Because
like-
it's a
but see, that's
political-
Because it was
Maybe.
the intent to divert
Blacks
the
are
main.
liberals are the new blacks.
Yeah, but maybe blacks
I mean,
didn't want to
kinda,
participate.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Liberals are the new blacks in term of like
How they're viewed.
Tolerance
Yeah.
of everything.
right.
Or how they're,
Yeah.
viewed and liked.
Yeah.
And, stuff like that.
Right.
How people respect that kind. But, I mean, the left is just as big as the right. I mean, it's the same. And
It's
honestly,
50-50.
Exactly.
If it's not 50-50, it's 49-51.
yeah, I mean, it's basically the
yeah.
same.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's 49-51. And it depends on what day of the week
I can
to which one is the 49 and which one is the 51.
And some, like I said, some flip back and forth depending on what the issue is.
And I mean, I can understand
that's
how
it.
people take the video differently. I just feel like a lot of people who get outraged by it didn't really watch it or
Right.
didn't really listen to the lyrics and really understand what it's talking about. Like, I think if you want to find it, you'll find it. You will find it if
Yeah,
you search
if
for
you-
something
yeah,
hard enough.
It's not hard.
Right there.
It's
right in your face. Yeah.
Right there at the beginning of the
It's
video.
easy to find it in. You know what I'm saying? So
It's right there.
I mean, he already has a successful career.
yeah,
Right.
So
he
I
didn't-
think
yeah.
him by putting this out, like you say, it was purpose
yeah,
Right.
behind this.
He's also worked with Lil
It
Durk.
was
No,
no
that
real
was Morgan
reason.
Wallen.
Huh?
That was Morgan Wallen.
Oh, it was Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
never mind.
It really was no
He ain't working.
purpose for him to actually go there. But I'm successful. I'm good. And a lot of people that support him gonna support him, regardless of what he doing. And then a lot of new supporters probably get behind him for the simple fact, oh, he's pushing our agenda. You know, so I love some Jason Ald1ean,
Yeah,
man. You know, so I just felt like it was one of them things that just totally was unnecessary. But if he want to put himself out there, let him put himself out there. He'll have to deal with whatever the repercussions of that is. Because, like I said,
Do you think it's gonna be any repercussions?
I don't know.
I mean, what you?
But
you
I'm
don't-
saying the pause backlash people
Do you
have.
think it's gonna be any major backlash?
Probably not, because we're an open society now.
So in that
But
aspect,
yeah, but
would
yeah.
you think that was he did it just like most artists do to make money? It's a controversial situation.
it's
He could have
gonna
did
bring
it strictly
Perhaps.
to make money.
To garner clout.
But he was making
anything.
money.
More clout.
I mean, I saw the G. Come
I'm
on,
saying,
now.
I'm saying.
You tell me
it's,
what
it's like
artist
I could take a chance
got
on my
enough
career.
money.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If I have a successful career, and you have had some people who have successful careers decide to make a change or something and it didn't work. It's kind of like Lil Bootsy. He came out with this I guess stream album on the side. He only sold 500 units. Now that I don't know what happened there.
Only 500.
500 units. Yeah.
Something like that.
He
Like
dropped his
5,000.
new
I didn't even know he had a new album. But yeah, go.
album and he sold 500 units, but this probably got to do with a lot of Little Bootsy doing what Little Bootsy do. And it's just like I said, you can affect your career because
Right.
it don't
You
make
can
no
start
sense
damaging your bottom line.
why Lil Bootsy only got 500 units up.
Right.
But
It
apparently,
does make sense.
Well, let him explain because I want to hear this. Put the mic up.
Oh, why it makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, don't. Yeah,
Okay, again, because when was the last time?
500. It takes $1 million to go platinum. Remember?
Right. So when was the last time you heard a Lil Bootsy song?
500.
When was the
how
last
far
time?
have you fallen?
Yeah,
To
but
what?
Greg,
Yeah.
Lil Bootsy was a big
artist.
guy
Yeah.
in the streets.
500?
So 500 even then, like, okay, 10,000. I'd
That
expect
ain't even good.
That's not great, but like for the level that he's on,
some-
what he's doing right
he
now.
got to have a
sold
fan
that.
base still out there.
No, let's put this in a real context. He sold less units than we have subscribers to this channel.
Right.
No, okay. What I'm trying to say is there just has to come a point when it's just not that
rock
interesting.
Bottom.
Right. So well, maybe he need to do the remix to
Reinvent
that
himself. Yeah.
small town
not a-
with Jason Ald1ean dance. Maybe it's that time. You see what I'm
He
saying?
need to stop
Start tapping
ruining
into
his
a new
own
audience. Yeah.
Yeah, up to something.
What
Because
you
the
do
point
is ruin your own image at
he
some
done ruined-
point.
Okay, so you trying to so you saying Bootsy ruined his image?
500 units, you did something.
Yeah, I had to say something.
That's what I'm trying to say. So at some point, you thought Bootsy would have been at least popular enough to sell more than 500 units.
Actually, you know what? The
Yeah,
better question
forever.
is, no, the better question
I
is,
think he can
what
get 500.
exactly is it that has accumulated to make Bootsy falling off so much to only sell 500?
500 units. That's what I want to know.
I couldn't even believe that.
Yeah, that's
Real quick.
crazy.
But
though.
that's what they say. I mean, and I like Lil Boosie's songs, you know,
I want
old
to
ones
just
and stuff.
say something real quick.
Okay.
Okay. So as far as the Jason Ald1ean topic, I believe that there's just entirely too much hate in the world, and I don't really know what to do with all this hate. So I'm going to have to pass this off to the next generation to perhaps garner some insider knowledge in the hopes that one day they might be able to do something with it. And if worse comes to worse, the cycle of pain continues. I'm gonna burn it all down and rebuild it back again.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what happened. That's how I'm telling you. You're absolutely right, because the thing is,
Bars.
we couldn't do nothing about it mentally with us. We passed it on to the next. Y'all get it. You get it. You know, you do your little work to it, pass it on to the next. You got it. You put a little work into it, make it a little bit better. Bam, pass it on to the next. Like I said, we about 300-400 years away. Right. We should be about right by then. You know what I'm saying? Because they said it took 300 years to tie it up.
Well, they also said in about 40 years, everybody will be gay. So, I mean, we'll see.
Right.
They pushing man bag.
We accelerating.
The man.
Oh,
the man skirt.
Stop.
Short.
Hold up. Now,
just based on the percentages.
You know, I like LeBron. I'm a big LeBron fan.
Are you gonna make fun of that pearl necklace? Yeah.
No, I did. If the photo I seen was true, when he stepped out with the pink skirt and the pink shoes and the pink outfit, I'm not. I
ain't seen that.
I'm going back to Jordan.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah. If you seen this. I don't know. My stuff be showing.
He didn't have a Melvin Ingram outfit on, did he?
It looked like he had on a pink skirt or peach. If it's peach, I might give him a pass. But if it's pink,
if it's a skirt, I can't give him a pass. Period. But
I know they be wearing them new man snap fronts. You know what I'm saying?
And I saw that. What's his name?
If that's what they doing,
it's fake.
It's
fake. An AI generated image.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
It was a peach skirt. And it does look crazy. They said for the Barbie movie.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
for the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And I was hurt.
Yeah.
I got caught up.
That's why you don't need to jump to conclusion
I
when you see
what
that.
What did I say?
No, I can't believe it.
He said if it was true.
If it was true.
Yeah.
This is true.
I can't.
Okay, I was going back to Jay.
But I was watching what's his name?
Thank God.
What's his name?
Thank you, LeBron, for not doing us like that.
Was it Huey?
Huey, what, from Boondocks?
Boondocks.
No, it was Riley more than likely.
Riley, yeah, it was Riley. And he was getting ready to leave out the house. He had his man bag.
It was Riley, yeah.
I think he even had the little
shirt
sleeve.
Yeah, the Gangsta man bag.
Cut top.
Yeah, little cut top. You know, but it was like
a skirt.
Yeah, but it had the little swing thing in the front.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And Rucker come out like, hey. Something wrong with him.
Hey, it's got the flap in the front. It was I got that episode.
It's like he did because it was Thuglicious, you know. He like Gangsta-licious. Gangsta-licious outfit.
Mm-hmm, and that was his hero.
Yeah, and he loved him some Gangsta.
Everybody was trying to tell him.
We gonna do auto-tune on that one too.
No, that was Thugnificent. That was Thugnificent. But
that was crazy.
But it's just like I say, we getting to a point. Our minds is working just like that. It's like you just accepting anything. You look up, okay, that's a man bag. What is a man bag? We used to carry a jogging, bag, big old bags with stuff in it, not a purse, a little.
But stuff is so small and compact now.
Something from my
You only need a little bit of stuff now.
They call a pocket.
I'll throw this idea out here because I do.
You got a man bag?
No.
Oh, okay.
I will not rock a man bag purely just because of fashion ideals.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm not opposed to the idea of a man bag existing.
Why is that?
Right.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, a computer case is different.
You impose. What's the word I'm looking for? You impose
No, I'm not buying it.
Or worth or
not buying it.
There's a specific word I'm looking for, Mike.
To say.
You impose onto things what they are by how you perceive it, right? It's not what is a bag? What is a bag but a bag?
Right.
Yeah.
So
right.
If I want to carry a purse and I'm a man, I should be able to carry a purse.
Right.
And be a man. I should be able to get me a nice Louis bag.
It's your personal
You
like,
know,
security
and some
and
nice
stuff, like,
Louis high heel shoe, red bottoms. I should be able to wear them stacked and still be a man.
Society imposes
Hell no.
intrinsic value.
Because that's why what you call when he walked out the door and Rug looked at him.
Right.
God, good Lord.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, hell
I know what you're saying, but no.
Right.
But you got to look at the image
No.
of it. I see what you say. What's the problem? It's just like even
There
your
is no
hair.
problem, but
you
I will
take your hair, you know, everything. It's like we crossing everything over. And it was at a certain point you identify, you know, we identify certain things about different from each other. But now it's just like, okay, it don't even really matter no more. We done cross-threaded each other.
Right.
Because I went to, and I remember this. I was at the hospital one day, and I'm sitting there, and I think somebody was in the hospital or something, but I'm sitting there waiting or something for something, and this girl and this guy and his baby walks in.
And you didn't know which one was the girl and the guy.
I knew, but it was the fact that the girl came in with a jogging suit and her hair towed up with a hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The dude came in dressed like feminine with his hair up, you know, all that holding the baby. You know what I'm saying? He looked like the woman.
So you trying
And
to
she
say
looked like the dude. Because the girl looked like she just jumped out the bed like Mo dude with a jogging suit, put the hat on.
He just said it looked like role reversal.
I mean,
That's all.
and it really, and I'm like
he
I'm sitting
came
there,
in with the boy shorts on.
Yeah, and it's
holding
like
the baby.
you can
with a
really
bun,
just see
with his braids in the bun.
he had a bun or something.
He
And
had
it
his braids in the bun with the half shirt on.
but it was neat.
Holding
it
the
was
baby,
neat.
talking about the baby's sick. And
It was the fact.
she outside smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. That's probably what
And
this was.
he filling out the paperwork.
Yes.
I don't. It was the split image of what you would think that society was going to,
Right.
and that's what I'm saying. It's just like you could see it. It's like, okay, this is where we at now, and that's why.
Also, I just want to. This is crazy coming from Greg, the guy who likes Prince. But
I know, but it's
like your take on this.
Prince is different.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, he's stuck on that.
He's different. Hey, what are you talking about?
All right.
They
Greg.
keep talking about. You seen Prince
But no,
last
Gangsta
girlfriend?
Lish.
But no, it is why a lot of people are concerned about the LGBTQ
Right.
plus
And this is
agenda
something
being pushed out there.
that has been ingrained in society since like the 1600s or something like that. Back whenever dudes used to wear like pompadours or whatever and like frilly dresses and whatnot, that used to be considered high fashion for men.
That's because it
And
took
they
like
had to do
it took
makeup
like months
because
to make the clothes. That's
and
why
on
it was
top of that,
considered.
you look like death, so they had to wear makeup and shit like that in order to look cute. Right. Yeah, like all this doesn't just come from nowhere. Like this was at one point in time socially acceptable, especially amongst men.
Men dressing.
Well, think
women.
about them ascots
Yeah,
they used to wear. Them
the
things
big
used to
old-
look
that was
ridiculous.
stylish. What?
Yeah.
It was considered stylish, but
Right.
what would look like now?
That was what
ridiculous.
royalty wore. So then, therefore, if we're gonna go by what society does, which they idolize celebrities and
Big
royalty,
poofy
right?
shoulders on the men
Then-
too. Some of them shirts.
So poor people would want to look like that and do that. So then that carries over for like generation after generation. And at some point it stopped for whatever reason. I don't know what that was about. But I'm just saying none of this seems out of place aside from like the gender transitioning thing.
My thing is,
it don't look weird to you. You don't feel nothing.
Well,
It
Jay
just,
grew up in this
That's what I'm
world.
saying. It
But
just
that's
ain't
also-
normalized.
Yeah.
And see, that's what
But
we done got to.
I will admit, whenever I see a dude wearing a skirt, I'm like,
no, there's certain
But
things.
we
to me that's like-
normalizing
Yeah.
everything. You're right.
right.
It should be normal to you. It shouldn't be to us
Yeah.
because we didn't grow up seeing that. But to you, you grew up in all that, and it's normal behavior.
But you have to teach it's normal, even though you don't like to believe it's normal. If you want your kids today to come up
And actually
and-
stand a
and-
chance in the world around them.
you got to teach
you
them.
gotta
Hey,
understand
that's
that
normal.
This is normal.
You know
now.
that,
Even though
you
it wasn't
don't-
normal for you.
You
And that's
know,
the thing.
yeah. You can't teach your ways no more. Our ways,
No.
them ain't the ways that's
Right.
gonna work no
And
more.
So that's what people do a lot these days.
It's not gonna work.
They try to carry the traditional values, all that, and over into the modern world. And like as the world changes, is not really about tradition as much as it is about adaptability. You got to like be more aware and like with the times and what's going on in the world.
And see the problem I see with that, and like I said, it is. You're right. We changing, we're adapting, and now we come to the point. The Bible ain't changed.
Yes, it has.
You know what I'm saying? What's in the Bible ain't changed. I don't care who changed it.
Yeah.
In their mind, what was in there always was in there. It depends on how you want to adjust to it. So you got people. Yeah. So you got people now. Basically, it was like a gay pastor or something. Now he's married or something. Now they, got their own church. He's the first man of the church. So it's like all this stuff is written in the Bible to be abomination, but we getting to a point where we normalizing even what's in the Bible, even when it's telling us it's wrong, we come up with a way to make it right. And I don't know how, if it definitely defines that as abomination in the Bible, but yet you got pastors heading churches, you got people leading churches, you got people in churches, and there's a lot. And I'm like, a lot of stuff, even when I deal with church and pay attention to it, a lot of it is not scripturally based no more. It's kind of like you saying, we normalizing how we do anything in this world. And we're accepting it to be how we want to present it. We're not trying to stick to a certain agenda.
You're not gonna do that. We've been doing that from day one.
Right. People have been
doing that from day one.
I'm just saying,
twisting.
I know, but some things are not.
You can't get.
Life change.
That's called picking and choosing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Life.
So people can pick and choose.
In life.
No, but I'm just talking about.
But the Bible shouldn't have. At one point you teaching against it, and then all of a sudden you all for it. And I don't see the Bible doing that. And and that's what I'm saying. Kind of,
you not going
to this new world we in, because we're normalizing everything. Everything is becoming. It don't matter. We don't have nothing to go by no more.
About the Bible,
we don't have nothing to go by.
Doesn't go against what we choose.
You go by feeling.
Yeah,
that's it. But who? I mean, just because I feel something?
Yes.
That's why you do it.
Okay, so if I'm feeling,
if I'm feeling something
inside me.
That is what it's been all through time. Yes.
So when dude decide to go out and kill 30 people.
Morally to other people outside
in his
of that.
mind, that's how he felt.
Right.
So he did it just like anybody else doing anything.
But he can be forgiven according to the Bible.
Everybody can be forgiven.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying, I'm not even on your feelings. I'm just saying we normalizing everything, just like you say.
It's been happening.
My feelings is dictating the change in this world.
And with
No. Unless a person ain't nobody walked this thing ever supposedly done the right thing but Jesus.
Right. So
everybody else. It's been about what they chose.
It's all based on everybody believes.
To be about the way they chose to go.
Right.
Everybody else. You tell me somebody else that didn't do whatever it is that they chose to do other than Jesus.
It's just that all this factors in. None of the other religions. It's all just based on Christian beliefs. So that's why people get stuck on this, because the people who do is because people who believe in Christian beliefs, they get stuck on that. They don't consider the fact that there's a million other religions that believe in different things and stuff like that. Though most of them believe in a lot of the same genuine things for the most part. It's just
at the core, don't kill people.
You shouldn't even be taught. You don't even be having to be taught to do these
things.
You know that.
But if I feel like and it's the feeling in me,
I'll use the Bible.
Can't change that.
Right, hold up, Dad. I'll use the Bible as an example. I will use the story in the Bible as an example.
Okay.
Cain killed Abel because of the feeling of jealousy.
Yeah.
And so therefore that should set the tone for humanity. It's all been about feeling. Feeling.
But
feelings,
it was wrong.
Yeah.
Not jealousy, feelings.
Yeah, your feelings were jealousy.
Feelings.
Yeah.
Regardless of what your feelings are. Jealousy
those are
or
feelings.
Hateful or whatever. It's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
You chose to do that.
Yeah, and you did.
It's not about it being
shouldn't
jealousy.
be considered right.
But I mean,
and
And
so
normal.
therefore, yes, and so therefore,
And
now
normal.
I have to agree with that on that.
Now
Hold on,
it is normal.
No, if we're gonna maintain a society, we have to set a checks and balances, pretty much, of like
That's
what
called
is and
laws.
isn't. Yeah.
You see what I'm
what,
saying?
What isn't acceptable?
Laws.
Yeah.
Not
God has
Bible
laws.
verses, laws.
God has laws that we supposed to follow.
And 98% of the people don't follow them.
That's what I'm saying. So what is the guideline?
laws.
Don't kill people. Treat people how you want to be treated.
The laws of the land.
And even people
The
don't
Bible
do that.
even
right?
tell you to follow the laws of the land.
And we don't do that.
And what happens to that? You're punished.
Right.
Depending
Now,
on if you
if
caught.
you know what? More people follow the laws of the land that don't.
And the thing, even
More
when,
follow.
even when
Because
you're
if
talking
not,
about the
it
laws
would
of
be
the
more
land,
people in jail than out of jail.
and,
Right?
and even when you're talking about the laws of the land, they're not even equal.
Right.
Okay. Now you talking
So
about
therefore-
something totally. You
That's
going
what I'm just
something
saying.
totally
But
We
different.
use that as a guideline, but it's not fair for
Right.
everybody.
Let's steer this conversation.
And the
back
Bible
into-
wasn't fair.
back into the
Because
cloud
the
thing.
Bible is not fair.
Right.
If you really go into the Bible and the ways of the teachings of the Bible, certain things are supposed to go along, but we'll move on from that. I'll leave that
Hold
alone.
on, you think if Moses had like a phone back in whenever he split the Red Sea, he would record
Moses
himself recording him splitting the
would he
Red Sea?
FaceTime?
Would he FaceTime the Red Sea?
Check me out, Jesus. I'm splitting the
Hey,
Right.
here at the parting of the Red Sea.
Yeah.
Hey, me and the boys, we about to walk through.
Yeah.
We about to cross over. It's about to be Passover.
Yeah,
we about to get it on.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll meet you on the other side.
Would he have
I'll
FaceTime
make
that?
sure.
But, yeah.
I'll
Or tweeted it?
And see, I was saying,
Yeah.
the
Our
reason
reception's not gonna be
you
so
have
good in the
more
middle of the water.
structure.
So when we get to the other side, we'll go ahead and finish his feed.
Okay.
Okay,
talk about
but
that.
when you dealing with less, you're more focused.
Right.
When you have more going on around you, you're less focused.
Right.
So we're in a society that takes away from that now.
Actually,
Right.
I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying.
I can't
now.
fully
We
agree with
cannot
that.
really focus on one. It's just like I would go here just quick. I remember back in the day we only had 3 or 4 channels to watch, so everybody was on the same page. Pretty much doing you watch that, I watch this, and you watch that. But now we had moved on. Now we got 3,000 channels, and we got the internet. So we got people vibing on things that ain't even. I ain't there. You ain't there. You can have your own avenue, and that's what I'm saying. And we got a lot of people traveling their own avenue. But back in the day, when we were watching them 3 or 4 channels, everybody was talking about the same thing. So the more you have, the more you get distracted from what you should be.
What about the more that you get to see, the more opportunities you get to learn what is the truth or not? Because just like you said, we got 3 people selling you. They can tell you whatever you want to. You either got to believe it or not.
That's it.
Right.
Now you bring up another option.
I
and
was saying,
that's wrong.
basically, we were least, right or wrong, we least in the same realm.
Okay, is that
I'm
what
saying-
we supposed to be?
That will work better than you got all these different avenues to turn to,
3
and nobody
wrongs is
on the
better
same.
than one truth.
I'm just saying, with all these different avenues and all these different
But,
things we got
yeah.
to travel down, we don't have
So
no
they make it a little
norms.
harder to find out what the truth is.
Well,
Is that what you're
no, we
saying?
don't have no norms.
You open the Pandora.
norm is the
you
norm.
Open the Pandora's box to whatever might be a possibility, and some of those possibilities might not be that good for society as a whole. Right? Kind of like with the Clarissa.
Oh, it was called
Yeah.
Carlee Harris.
Carlee
Russell.
Harris.
Oh,
Carlee
yeah.
Russell.
Carlee
Carlee
Russell
Russell
situation.
situation. Right?
Yeah.
So everybody has this idea or narrative in their head that, like, at least on the internet, that you can't question Black women about the issues
Kidnapping.
that they're dealing with. No, just the issues
just-
that they're dealing with because they haven't been believed or heard out
For so
for
long.
so long, right? Yeah. So now in the situation, I believe Miss Carlee, what was her name again? Carlee what?
Russell.
Russell. Lied about being kidnapped because she was probably just doing something with one of her little side boyfriends.
See, that's the narrative I think it happened. And
Right.
then it went too far.
Well, at first it was just that she had something going on that she wanted to get her boyfriend's attention, current one.
That could be it.
That
too.
it was that she might just want to be, she was upset, scorned, and wanted to go over the edge, like the suicide. I'm going to jump off a bridge type of deal, just so you
don't
pay
love
attention to
me, right?
Yeah, that way she can get some attention from her boyfriend.
And that's kind of crazy.
And then it extended to this other,
Yeah.
theory that might be out there. I don't know. Did they get some proof of that? Maybe.
They just saying anything now.
Well, there's a lot of proof, and now see, these theories are just theories at the end.
Yeah.
But we do know some things for a fact.
Hey,
Well,
we
I'm
know
gonna give
she
you
lied.
no. I'm
That's
gonna
a
give
fact.
you my theory with what she messed up at because I know what she messed up at.
Okay.
First of all, she should have showed back up butt naked,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Butt
Alien
naked.
attack.
The theory I posed on my video is actually Greg's theory, which I posted on it.
Yeah.
Greg's theory. Go ahead.
Okay.
That you show back up butt naked and claim you got abducted by aliens.
Right.
That's
Cause,
it.
let me tell you. See, manpower looks for people of people. You see what I'm saying? You say you got abducted by somebody. I don't care if you give him a, like you said, a redhead clown with a ball in front. He could have looked like any clown, Ronald McDonald, Howdy Doody, any of them. Any of them was suspects. Homie the clown.
Yep.
He was suspect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Pennywise.
Manpower.
Krusty.
Yeah, Krusty, all of them. You put manpower into interviewing these folks, right? Because that's they fit the description, right? Say you got abducted by aliens, who they gonna go talk to?
Well, she
Who
said
they gonna put some manpower on some spaceships
I'm
and
in
send
Area
them to
51.
Mars?
They're just going to send a bunch of black SUVs as the surveillance the area. That's about it.
right.
No manpower.
Where she effed up is saying that she saw a kid on the side of the
She
road.
should have never said
It was
anything.
little man.
Yeah.
She just ran away.
It was little man.
That now I actually found out who it was.
Little man.
No,
The baby.
the baby. He was on the
The
line. It was
baby.
the baby.
Yeah, it was the baby.
Not little
That's what she
baby.
ran off
The
with.
baby.
Not
yeah.
little
I
baby.
seen the
It was
baby.
the baby.
On the side of the road, and she hopped in the
Because he
car
ain't
with
that
him.
tall, so
Right.
yeah.
Kicked it with him for about, I think she was gone for like 37 hours.
Right. Yeah.
Then how did she get dropped off at the corner of her neighborhood?
And I'm like
Fully
Greg,
clothed.
Right.
what you do,
Should've
like
been
you
naked.
said, you roll up, all toe up, butt naked,
Butt naked.
fall in the yard, down, and just lay there.
No, you
Let
can't.
somebody find you.
You can't
Yeah.
show up back at the end of your street. Though.
Nah, I'm just
you
saying
can't
you-
do that.
You
gotta
fall
show
in your
up back
right there
where
in
you
your
got.
yard.
Lost that.
Yeah.
You
That's
try
when
to
you
gotta
show
show
back
up in
up
like
at.
a random
or
field.
somewhere completely
Yeah,
different.
something random.
Yeah.
Idaho.
Or she should have showed up. Hey,
Just
or
in
not.
Idaho
Yeah.
in the field.
You just showed up in Idaho butt naked.
You want to be somewhere to be found, though.
You gonna be found
In
I'm
Idaho.
saying, I just don't be so
you
far
got-
out
you
that
gotta do
nobody.
like
A
I'll say.
black
You gonna be a
butt
minute,
naked woman
and you
in
done
the
got
middle of
up.
the field gonna get
Yeah.
saved in
In a
Idaho.
farmer's field, and then you got to make a crop circle.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe get
The
some like
center of the
burn
circle.
marks on you or
Yeah.
something. Like make a little symbol or something,
Yeah.
you know, like a little star or something.
There's a lot,
you know.
a lot of planning
You
that
just
has
say
to
you
go
think
into
they
this.
implanted you with something and you
Yeah.
can't find it.
Right.
And when
It's
somebody
an
asks you,
invisible device.
You got amnesia.
all you know,
Ah.
last thing you seen was a bright light.
That's it.
And that was it.
I
That's
looked up,
it.
and there was
And
a
I'm
bright
back.
light, and now I'm back.
And I
Yeah.
don't even know. That's it.
Right.
And stick to it.
That's my story.
Don't do no interviews.
What?
Don't
Nothing.
just show back up.
I'm mentally scarred.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Seriously, be like, there's no interviews.
Hey,
to be
just be
done.
sitting
I've
in the
already
house.
stated.
I don't know what to say.
Just sitting in the house, buck-eyed, like something really happened.
Until they
shell shock.
until they finally just
Yeah.
leave you alone.
Yeah, you just
Then
shell
you can
shock.
go to the 7-Eleven and get you a big gulp.
Yeah.
Until
Like,
then,
I finally shook
until then, she done.
Nah, somebody would be watching her for the rest of
Yeah,
her life.
they gonna be she
They're gonna be on her.
yeah, like Lord have mercy. They go
Hey, but she-
they go
hey,
that crazy lady.
Hey, you remember?
I'd rather have got abducted by aliens and stuck to that story than to be looked at like now. Like
Yes.
you did, she looked terrible.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But think about this one, though. You remember Floyd?
Mm-hmm.
maybe she could come out
Nah, she done. Nah,
and have a Floyd moment.
Nah, she too
I'm
late.
just saying
she
because no,
passed she's
see,
past
but I'm
that
saying,
moment.
but what I'm saying,
She should have did that already.
But what I'm saying, after she get in the house and I down the road, when she do come out, every now and then you just dive on the ground and start yelling and doing some crazy stuff. And then you jump back and get back into your own character.
See, that's
but that's what I'm saying. But you can carry this on. Yeah, but you can carry that on.
Right.
You can just because they like, well, she been through something.
She gonna end up get locked up.
But I'm just saying, they know she done been through something. They don't know what it was. She
They
don't.
gonna let her walk the
She don't
street.
even know what she been through. All she knows, she was walking down the street, and next thing she dived on the ground, start hollering stuff.
Her family was already willing to cover this
So,
up. I'm pretty sure they would cover up what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep falling.
They keep on saying that it's similar to the other guy, Jussie Smollett.
Smollett.
Yeah,
Smollett.
Justice Smollett.
I believe
Juicy
him, though.
Smollett.
Jussie Smollett.
You believed him.
I believed him.
And
I'm
no,
bullying.
I believed
I
him.
didn't believe that. That's downtown Chicago, late at night.
The initial
Was a
the
mega-
initial statement
Chicago mega
when
hats,
it came out
late at night.
I believed it.
No.
People getting shot all the time in
I'm just
Chicago
telling you.
now.
The initial
I knew it was
They
some
just
bullshit,
walk
yeah.
around looking to get shot.
I
the
knew it was
initial
believable.
one,
Nah.
I believed it. Just like with her. When they initially said what happened, I believed it. I was like, she seen a baby. I'd have stopped and picked up the baby too.
Right.
She didn't pick up the baby
Honestly,
though.
But I would all said, but you see her car pull over.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'd have did the same thing too. They'd have got me too. But I wouldn't have picked up no little
Right,
strange looking baby
Yeah.
on the side
On
of the
the
road
street.
with no diaper.
Especially
on
night.
459.
It had a diaper.
At
It
night.
had a diaper.
At night,
Oh, I thought
yeah.
they had
No
a
Who
shoes.
left
I
this
thought
baby out here?
Yeah, a baby with no shoes with a diaper on.
In a t-shirt.
Walking.
I'm keeping hauling. That's
Walking out in the
that
interstate.
baby got it. That's a
If I
Jason
pulled
product.
over, if you really pulled
That's
over-
like putting fish, a little bitty carp, throwing bait out there
That's
fishing.
one of those cartel situations
Yeah.
or something like that where they're gonna.
So I'm really gonna let this Tyler
Yeah.
walk us along the side of the highway and watch it probably
no,
stumble out in the middle of the road and get smashed like a squirrel.
It would have been different.
Why was it
no,
there?
it would have
It
been
wasn't.
different. It
I
would have
know
been
what I'm
different if it
saying.
had been Jefferson
Why?
Pike.
That don't even
Right.
make no
You know what I'm
sense.
saying? I'm driving down
How
Jefferson
did that
Pike
baby get
and
that
a little
far
baby
if it was true?
walking down the road, Jefferson
Right.
Pike.
Well,
But a 459, the interstate, I shouldn't have been the only one. I shouldn't have been the first one seeing this baby.
well, that's why they immediately.
and I shouldn't have been the only one stopping.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got you.
Right.
The only thing is, they weren't fooled by any of this. That's what made the whole story stupid. You know what I'm saying? Is that she was trying to sell you on this. Nobody bought it. Like they didn't buy it because they
I
just
bought it the first day.
I'm talking about the people who had to pursue it. You could be the idiot who.
Right.
who-
Yeah,
who-
I bought it. I was like, God
bought
dang
it.
it.
But see, you don't know the details.
And a
No,
lot
I
of people
didn't.
are
That's what I'm
angry.
saying. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
They did
if you hear
believe.
something just on the surface, yeah, that's not crazy to
Right.
believe. That,
Yeah.
yeah, somebody was kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? They saw a baby on the side of the highway.
The whole story.
But when they actually give you the details of what happened, at that point in time, there should be no way you can believe it. Just because this doesn't seem possible. Like dude said, 600 yards for a toddler to travel.
What the
Was it crawling?
But see, you know,
It's
like I
walking.
said, but
Walking.
like you said,
With a
if
pack
you
of
don't-
Marlboros,
if
huh?
you don't get the whole story, like you just said, only story, the part of the story that I got was she seen the baby on the side of the interstate.
But see, that's okay.
I didn't get the other part that it was 600 yards away from anything.
And what I'm saying is that's not
Or
that's not crazy to say that you believe that though. You
no,
know
no, I'm
It's
saying
like,
that's
if
why I
all you
believed
know.
it until, like you said, until I got the rest of the story.
Yeah.
Then it started like, wait a second.
But you're not a dope for believing. That's what made everybody so angry because everybody believed that some woman went
Right.
missing because she saw a baby
Especially on the side of the
especially a black woman.
Yeah, yeah, and then that's what I'm saying. Her being black. Then they had that. Hey, they already were talking about they was kidnapping black women, throwing tricks on them. They said that somebody put a baby carriage out there in the middle of the road, stopped one and took somebody. So I mean, it made sense
So
till it didn't make
what
sense.
do
no
you
more.
go from here? You know, the next black woman that something happened to.
I'm gonna believe it till they tell me it ain't true no more. Like, what I'm supposed to do?
And the
I'm
whole
gonna be
thing is-
outraged.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
You're supposed to
You're
believe
supposed to
it.
take it because see, this is the problem right here.
Fix it.
Because, like I said, and now it's kind of like a racial thing here.
Yeah.
Because it don't matter how many times the white woman done lied about it, you gonna still investigate it, put the energy behind it or whatever. You remember that one, I can't remember her name, but she said a black guy took her keys. You know what I'm saying? I knew they should have caught that off back. But you know, he don't take his own keys. So why you gonna be out here kidnapping two little toddlers?
White children.
Yeah, not little toddlers. Well, you gotta feed them and they crying and stuff.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This black man came up and took them.
Not
For what? Okay.
I'm not gonna fall under that stereotype.
But the whole point
We're
was
capable of kidnapping
they
white
went
babies.
out there and looked through the woods. They were looking around for this black man with the two little white kids. They were looking for him.
They
and it's
were
like, why
looking
would
for
this
him.
man be?
but
And the whole point, they gonna move on to the next woman. When she tell her story, they gonna feel the same way.
But the
they
difference
not
is-
gonna question it.
in that story, there wasn't cell phone data tracking the
Right.
fact that they
That as
traveled
well.
this distance, following this baby that
And
did
it was
this.
just
tracking her Google searches and all
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot more things that go into it. So
Yeah,
it's like,
but the first statement, you just know that ain't true. By that statement.
I mean,
you don't know that's
well,
not.
no,
Nah,
I can't say
Greg,
that's
I
not-
don't know one case a black man
you
kidnapped two little
going
toddlers.
on stereotype.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
give me
stereotype.
another case.
No, gee, we might not know that at the top of our heads, but like everything.
You
is literally-
ain't.
There's definitely.
Oh,
a
I
case.
guarantee I can find probably
Now
about
he
50.
could have killed some toddlers, but ain't nobody
A black-
Right, 'cause
kidnapped
it wasn't
two
no-
little babies and be riding around with them.
No,
now you was just,
it was that he killed the toddlers because he supposedly pushed them in the water.
no. She said he took them.
Oh yeah.
She the one put him in the water and drowned them. She did that. He's supposed to kidnap the kids and took him with him.
Okay, maybe that might be a little hard to believe.
But-
That's what I'm saying.
No, so what? He took two dead toddlers with him?
No, he took two little kids.
No. She said
She's saying that she took.
she was in
Them
the car.
damn-
children.
you know,
Hey, that,
Okay.
But she
that
really
killed her kids.
She killed her
She killed
kids.
the
Yeah,
kid.
but I mean, somebody stealing your kids isn't the craziest story.
Right. Yeah.
It's just
But
not.
a black
It's
man
not- I'm sorry,
taking
it's
two
not.
little toddlers.
You're not going to convince me of that. That's not the
Well,
craziest thing.
Not like
you
white
give me
people aren't the
another
only
case, another scenario, I can roll with. But I wouldn't have believed
Can you
that
tell
from
me
the
a white guy
get-go.
that ever did that?
Why would a white guy steal two
Why
black
would a
kids?
white guy steal-
That's
Oh,
happening.
Still two
so
white
damn.
kids.
Rich white people do it all the time.
They steal their kids all the time
Right.
and kidnap them and take them to Bucharest and all that. They be
Now,
having these
if
white women
somebody
or
out here-
anybody or these people,
Kids
the
get abducted
Africans.
all the time.
Yeah,
By
they do.
all races
No, so
and
yeah,
all people.
Yeah, that's true.
But then, if he came up in the van, it makes more sense.
Right.
You
Yeah.
open, jump out, snatch a kid and roll. It's happening.
Yeah,
But this man out of nowhere decided he gonna
Everybody,
take
to
these
me, I
kids.
Jumped out the van, snatched the
just-
kid.
Wasn't no
That's what
van.
she said.
Wasn't no van.
I just can't stay stuck in stereotypes anymore. Everybody
Right.
does
Yeah, I
everything.
don't like the stereotype.
Because everybody's done everything now. We got black
Right.
people and Asian people and white people doing mass shootings. We got them all kidnapping. We got them all
I'm not
murdering.
gonna
All doing the same
stereotype.
things. We all do the same
But-
stuff. It's all heinous. It's all bad.
is.
Everybody's been proven that black, white, Asian, the Guatemalan.
Yeah.
They all
We're
did.
not what you would call the what you call the
perfect
subject of all the worst crimes.
We're all guilty of them
Right.
all.
Yeah.
We've all done the horrible raping,
a
the
black
killing,
person
the-
must have did that or
One of the people that committed one of the worst crimes to humanity was an Asian person.
Yeah. So
Genghis
Had a
Khan.
bad day.
Supposedly killed
Him and Hitler.
hundreds of millions, and then a white European.
Anglo-white Saxon.
Yeah.
just saying.
Two of the people that have confirmed committed like two of the worst atrocities in the world.
But I mean, it really okay. But
Yeah.
where we started with this discussion with Carlee Russell was
Right.
that well, people do
Doing anything for clout. Yeah.
No, they will.
Right.
I mean, it's sad the way the world's gotten to now. Well,
And that goes to what we was talking about, them brothers.
Right.
which one?
Yeah. The incest boys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We were talking about-
Incest boy.
Yeah, no, the Island Boys, the new incest boys. Yeah.
I'm an island boy.
I'm about to say, Yeah, you wanted to talk
So
about
did
that.
their money run out, and that's why they doing that?
Yeah,
How much
they
money
ran
did
out.
they have?
Man,
They
they
were
were
making
making
money. They were
making
really
some
making
money.
Yeah, they
so
were
like whenever
really
you get a
rich,
song
apparently.
that blows up like that,
They were
or,
blowing too.
or you can get like
that song actually
some
blowed up.
traction.
No, the residual income on it is endless when it's that.
I'll give an example. I have like literally a personal account of a friend of mine who got a successful song.
Yes.
He made $36,000 off of that one song.
Oh, dang. That's what's up.
Right. But, whenever you're seeing money and traction like that, obviously people, especially whenever you never have money,
Yeah.
You
people
blowing
blow
it.
No, they went
You
through some
blow
money.
it.
Oh, they were making
yeah,
money.
they're buying like chains.
Yeah.
You see the chains and tattoos.
Didn't they get one of them
cars,
one of them
the
get
grill,
they
yeah.
Chains and
They done
tattoos.
sold-
People
hey,
don't realize
that right
how
there-
much
They
that
done
costs.
sold
Yeah.
all their teeth.
Probably.
Probably.
They probably cashing them
They got
in.
the
Hopefully they was
Oh,
caps.
yeah, they got the veneers. The veneers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some new
Now they get
veneers.
the big white teeth.
Yeah.
There's a big
Super
diamond
crystal
teeth.
white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Shannon Sharps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look like dang on shoe Air Force One cover.
right.
Soles.
As clean as these.
Right.
No, as clean as these
Super-
Adidas right
super
here.
white.
Oh,
Like smell shield soles.
Right.
But
But yeah, man, whenever you're
Them was some weird characters in a way.
they were, and that's what got them on is like being a weird character, and then also having like just one little catchy song can get you
or catchy
popping.
something.
Yeah, or trendy or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
anything that hits and goes big,
Right.
goes viral. I mean,
Like
actually
the
viral.
period girl.
Ugh.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Is she still around?
yeah, she's still doing stuff. She's
She
not as big as
touring?
what she was, but she's
She
does-
better not be a
she's
Nissan.
on Cameo and stuff like that. Where
Period up, period. And oh God.
It makes me-
I thought that was.
It makes me almost want to vomit.
Hey, I thought I didn't.
Yeah, it literally makes me want to vomit.
That was
The
some
fact
of the
that
weirdest junk I ever seen.
To
in
know
my
that
life.
this person is like making bank off of this. Like they making good money
What about
off of
Bad
this.
Barbie? The white
she
girl.
actually
Catch me
popped off.
outside.
You mean Bad
Catch
Baby?
No, she-
Bad
Oh.
Baby.
Yeah.
She made
became
some
somebody.
money.
Yeah, but that was
she-
on OnlyFans.
And she was just making money rapping, whatever.
no, her money came from
interviewing.
OnlyFans.
but her
Hey, she was
primary.
making money going to clubs.
but she was making money.
Yeah, like
Well,
30,
yeah,
40,
well, but that's different when
$50,000
you're-
club, maybe even more.
Yeah, well, that's
Because
different when you're
she's
paid
an
entertainment.
attractive woman as well.
Yeah, she wasn't no
And they was sexing her. I don't care what she
And
said.
they were.
She was
Lies.
not going through that, not sexing somebody.
Right.
2 or 3 mugs at a time.
Unfortunately,
probably.
there's
Yeah.
a dark. That's probably a dark path
the
travel.
Hey, we'll hear about
And
that.
then she
on
said
the-
she was
on the,
taking care of mama too.
but
but her
what you
mama
call
was
that, the
using her
biography.
something. So
Yeah,
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 autobiography.
the autobiography later when she
Yeah.
said that for 12 million. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
The truth. When she said the truth.
She's one of the few clout chaser types that actually flipped it into something.
Right.
lasting.
There's a few of them that did
Right.
it. To
They
make some
actually
money
turned
off
it
of.
into a semi-career.
Got some money
Hers-
out of
Hey.
enough to retire if
You
they
remember-
want
But
to.
she won't be able to. He'll
Y'all
get
probably
burned.
don't remember this guy, but the Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay Nay dude,
Yeah.
he killed his cousin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Killed his cousin.
Yeah. He had 1 billion views on that one song. He was making money too. It doesn't really, you just got to catch one to really be generating, and then they'll find a way to like
It's
push
the
that.
residual income. It's the
yeah.
main reason why
They'll
actors are
find
freaking
ways to push
protesting
it.
now.
Yeah. They'll find ways to put it in rotation, put it on radio stations, do shows, performances, appearances, all this money just
Something
being
weird.
generated off of one song. You can make a lot of money if you really got one that catches, right? In a short period of
The
time.
Nay guy.
Right, yeah. In a very short, you got a short window of time though.
Yeah, you just
Like-
got to keep riding.
But you just got to,
You got to
Keep riding.
maximize the heat
Nah.
then,
Right.
Yeah.
and then let it fizzle on out.
Yeah.
It'll take 15 years for it to actually burn the
Well,
completely
no,
out.
but I mean,
Well, no.
yeah, but like,
But you only got
but
a
your
small
main
window.
heat, of where you
Yeah.
can like really do something
cash
with it.
in,
Yeah.
but then you let it. Then you ride it.
and if you don't
then you
blow
ride that
the
wave
whole
out.
road,
Right.
you'll have some.
Right,
And then you, like say, you find
Especially if you
other
ain't
ways.
talented.
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
If you
think
can't do it again.
yeah.
Think about any music or any song, I mean, that you've heard from any movie that's played in 1,000 different movies or TV shows.
That's it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That makes you money every time.
Every time. Yeah.
And in fact, that it's involved in so many different
Especially
things.
if you
it
can
makes
have-
you more and more money. The money's
Right.
endless. You know what I'm saying? If it
Right.
hits like that's what Jay's talking about. Like it carries, it travels. It goes from club to radio to certain station to certain station. Which this is the reason why I always want to say, this is why the actors and stuff are protesting, because say everything's on streaming now. They already had previous contracts that pretty much lined them up for getting money from people viewing the movie in the theaters and base like DVD, Blu-ray, whatever.
Even TV shows, yeah.
It didn't factor in streaming. They're all getting screwed on streaming. They don't really make any money. There's no residual income that comes in from all the millions or whatever views they'll get from a show or something they put on to like Tubi or Netflix or Hulu or whatever they want to use.
There's an important reason for that, because nobody knows the value of a stream.
No, they don't. That's
what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Somebody knows.
Somebody knows the value of a stream.
Somebody knows.
There's money somewhere.
Then the valid point that I heard somebody make is, once we have to open up the books and actually like take a look
what
at
they
this,
making
right
off of it,
then Wall Street, or somebody said, or like investors, will pull out of the situation, because really
they're not making
money like that.
You can't make money paying for all that stuff.
Right.
It's like,
how?
Right.
It's like how? Because you're paying a monthly subscription.
Right.
The monthly subscriptions are capped out at a certain number. Whatever
then the budget for all of these shows and movies is so astronomically high.
It's ridiculous.
That like,
where's the money coming from?
Right. Investors.
Yes,
We're
and
just
it's
kind of
all
like,
investors, yes.
we're fudging the numbers a bit and
they've
making
all
it
been
look
fudged.
like,
Kind of like an NFL contract.
we're good. Yeah.
They just fudge up the numbers.
Yeah,
they make it seem like you're getting some money where you really ain't making anything.
Right.
I was listening to Mike Vick. He said on his first contract, he basically got like a $11 million signing bonus.
Yeah.
He said, but once you broke it down, half that was gone.
Yeah.
And then after that, he said, okay, whatever's left, he was going to, hook up everybody and everything. And then he said the first check he got of that installment, because he was thinking, $11 million, finna get.
Never get a lump sum? Yeah.
It was going, so he think he going to get $3 million or something like that. But he said,
Now
when
they
they took the taxes out, he got 1.9.
Yeah.
So he said they had to regroup.
Yeah.
Because he was thinking like, well, I'm getting $3 million, we're going to do this, that. And then he got the 1.9. He like, well, I can't do none of that. So, I mean, now I got to do something different. But it's like the money keep breaking down.
Well, because
in the beginning, it looked like you making a lot of money, but by the time they finish with you ain't making.
Well, no,
it's good money, but it ain't what you thought it was.
Well, no, that's why people don't pay it. For whatever reason, they don't pay attention to taxes. They don't think about that. They don't think
And
about
then
where they're
how
living.
they break down percentages.
Yeah,
as
they
well.
just looking at the overall
There's
numbers.
a percentage that goes to your manager, percentage that goes to
Everything.
lawyers that represent you, percentage that goes to like, whatever.
whatever.
Other side shit you
And
got
then, like
going
you
on.
say, taxes.
Right.
It's mostly
Yeah.
the taxes that
Tax
get
mostly
it.
the
kill
taxes,
you.
so.
It's like, an $80 million contract in LA is not the same as it is in Memphis. It ain't.
Right.
It's not. You're much richer playing in Memphis than you are in
$80
California.
million.
Dylan Brooks getting that $80 million to go to Houston. He's doing pretty well.
Yeah, that's a good.
But
That's
you
a
go to LA,
fat.
and if you go to LA on 80,
Nah, you're gonna be living in the project.
Nah.
I'm gonna play in LA. I'm gonna live somewhere else. Yeah.
Well, where you gonna live?
They
In
always-
Arizona?
I'm not gonna live in LA.
Hey, maybe.
I'm gonna move.
No, you. Hey,
Probably be in Tennessee.
no, you rent an
That's what I'm
apartment.
saying.
No, you rent an apartment or a
But that's
condo.
gonna cost
Yeah.
you $10,000 a
I'm
month.
saying
Much
the
better
season.
than buying a home.
Yeah, I'm talking about the season.
I'm gonna buy me a home
I
somewhere
might
else,
just
though.
stay in the farm because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got a room up there.
They only let you
got
stay there so long.
one by
Cat
one.
I'm just
did that.
saying,
Shack.
as a player,
I know, but they-
as a player,
Yeah, they kick you out.
well, they gonna have to find. I'm down in the laundromat.
I'm telling
They,
you what,
I can't like reform one of those old buses and make it into like a mobile
could.
home.
All I know,
Wouldn't be
I'm
comfortable.
not. Because the
Hey,
thing is,
that's if you on your rookie contract
it
and
wouldn't
you
work
was a
for an
second round
NBA
draft
player
pick.
because they're usually like 6'7".
But you can get you a nice motorhome.
But
Yeah.
for
Big
a
one.
guy 6'7", 6'8", it's still usually not big.
in your
enough.
bed, it ain't
A
going.
king size plus.
Well,
mean,
you
not
got
that,
to.
but
You
not-
gotta
you
look
gotta
at these.
spend
You
the
gotta
arm
look
and
at
a
these
leg on
new. You
it.
gotta look at these new motorhomes.
I mean, they
Now I'm
nice.
just saying.
Don't
Now,
get
if
me
you
wrong.
just
These motorhomes and tiny homes and stuff like that, they're pretty cool.
They're pretty
yeah.
cool, but they still don't fit people. Like people,
Yeah,
with
it's
6
not
foot,
your luxury. Yeah.
anybody who's above.
but
G's
you
height,
just talking.
it's
We talking
not-
saving money.
It's just getting
Yeah.
hard.
So if I got to bend my knees like this a little bit to get into king size,
But
to
I
save
mean-
50 cents to not to get an apartment in LA and so I could
50
commute
cent
back.
ain't enough.
Yeah.
We gotta
Hey,
get
I
that
can
far.
But
commute
if I'm
back and forth to Memphis.
7'2",
So I
I'm
can
probably
get
not want to live in this motorhome, G.
So I can go to Orange, man.
Yeah. But if I'm 6 feet, something like that, normal size,
Give me
whatever,
a house in Orange,
it'd probably
man.
work out well. But I'm just saying, considering how much it just costs to live there, and even if I bought a house, you know, I could pay an arm and a leg. I still ain't got not a whole lot.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know, I could,
'cause
the
a
house I got
3-bedroom,
now is gonna be a
3-bedroom, 2
couple $1 million, ain't it? If I'm in LA.
A 3-bedroom, 2-bath, maybe 1,100 square foot in a decent outside of Compton area. It's probably gonna run you about $450
You talking about what? Here? Or you talking about like
in LA. Yeah.
That ain't a decent house in LA. $450 ain't gonna get you nothing.
I just told you what it's gonna get you.
What?
Yeah, he said it's gonna get you a spot in Compton.
3-bedroom, 2-bath,
In
probably
Compton.
about 1,100 square foot.
Okay, yeah.
Outside of Compton,
Yeah, okay.
gonna cost you about $450.
That's right. That's about 1,100. Like you said, be specific about
I
it.
did.
He was.
1,100. I didn't hear, but that is small.
Yeah. But that's what you get.
But you said 3-bedroom, dude. That means you got some stuff crammed up in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you know what else you're gonna get?
There ain't no yard.
Fence and a pool.
What? Plastic? Rubber?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you might
But I do know that from watching the shows, the flipping with my
fixed
Toyas,
up like it's a
because
ingram.
I know that they can flip that. They can
Cut
go
it
buy
into the
200,000, 1,100, flip it, throw some nice granite in it, throw you a nice pool in the back.
1,100
You-
square
hey,
foot is
hey,
small, G.
it ain't got nothing to do with
It ain't got nothing to do with size.
that. I'm just,
People
you
just,
talking about the area. That's the area.
Right.
You know what's small? 975 square foot.
Yeah, that's
For
good.
450.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So
That's
why
New York.
That's the whole. That even worse.
Yeah, it's worse.
Then you got to deal with them big polar rats.
Yeah, oh God.
Yeah.
And they're huge.
Big
say they're
polar
real
rats
big,
flying
And they
roaches.
like out in the open.
On the
And then they
street.
say it stink. The trash, you know, a lot of the trash is just set out on the side of the road, out there, wherever. They don't have like what we have.
Yeah,
where we can go dump trash and
They
put it up.
do. But
They
they
say
come
it's
in the
just
middle
so-
of the
yeah.
night.
Yeah.
And
They-
you have to do
they
all
said they
they
sit
stuff.
it out.
You cannot
had
have
to-
the trash men roaming the streets of downtown Manhattan during the day.
They do. They just don't move.
Huh?
They do.
Yeah, that's right.
They just don't go
They don't
anywhere.
get nothing done.
No, because
They
you see
stuck
them.
in traffic.
You'll see them stuck behind a whole bunch of taxis. There just be one big dump truck and it's
Sitting
just
there.
So the guy hanging on in the back. No, I'm
I never can tell.
Yeah,
Everybody-
yeah.
Hey, man, I've been back here for a while, y'all. Can we
We ain't
switch?
moving.
Right.
But I
They gonna have to put a seat back there.
We
or
went to
something.
New York.
big
we
fan.
stayed in right outside Times Square. Matter of fact, we was at Times Square, and how they at the middle of the night they set out all the garbage because at that time it's still busy as hell, but it's less busy in the middle of the night than it is in the middle of the day. And I mean, they still be just running down through there. They put the garbage out in the middle of the dang on thing. They come through there with trucks after truck after truck, scooping up garbage. And like you said, them big old rats look like they got saddles on their
Man,
back.
I have a
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have a 9mm on me.
I would probably experience road rage in somewhere like New York or
I
something.
would.
You
because-
would.
You
Yeah.
would if you were driving in it.
If you're not used to it,
Yeah.
too. Because patience would go immediately.
Hey.
Your impatience, immediately.
Okay, so when I went to LA, as soon as we got out the airport, you were just stuck in
Stuck in
traffic.
traffic.
I mean, as soon as you pulled right, that was it. You were done. That was it. That's literally what happened. We did that.
We'll be here till tomorrow. Hey,
like,
and the next exit, you getting back off the exit to go back to the airport to leave.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's your trip to LA.
That's what it feels
The
like.
very next exit.
Ooh, boy.
It's
Well,
crazy.
Oh, man. Well, you know what? I think that's a good spot to wrap it. I think today was a good one. Well, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content today. Do we have anything else?
Oh
See
yeah,
you next
shout
week.
out the guy.
Will and
Shout out.
Poogie, what's happening?
Yeah. Hey,
Shout out. Hey,
y'all met me.
Oh yeah, thanks to all our fans out there,
Yeah.
and especially some of
Thanks
our
for
cousins out
watching the
there.
channel.
Thank you for continuously watching. Those who do tap in each and every week, we do appreciate you. Thanks for rocking with us, and we'll be seeing you soon. Peace.
Peace.
Holla at your boy.
You're gonna get sued.